Hello and good morning, and welcome to episode 15 of the Demons Clubcast with your hosts, Mad Dog, K13, and myself, UncleChowdr. I hope everybody's having a good morning. As usual, let's hop right into what we've been playing. Mad Dog, why don't we start with you?
Well, I did get a little bit more grind on Hogwarts Legacy. I wish I could devote more time into that game because I just can't give it the time that it deserves. Between life and then the endless addicting gameplay loop that I've noticed you guys have not been playing as much, and I totally respect that. Predecessor looks fucking sick, but that is Warzone.
Yeah.
Um,
I did put in a 6-hour session on Warzone on Saturday
did
with
you?
I played
Oh,
with
for sure. I was at work all day.
Yeah, I played with Lowe's and a couple of the dudes. I got a win, and I'll have to say, I don't know what changed in the last like couple weeks, but I felt like things were feeling pretty good. Like I every gunfight I got into, like there was a couple where I was like, yeah, I feel like I should have killed that guy first because I felt like I had bullets first. But at the same time, I also had I had a lot of fun, and we got a win playing normal battle royale yesterday as well, so that
Oh,
felt
yeah,
good.
that's what's up.
Yeah,
That's
that
what's
felt
up.
good.
Yeah, it's I mean, we've done a couple big map battle royales, just kind of throwback for us, but dude, we had a few wins in Resurgence the other night, but I've been really fucking messing around with that AMR9. Like that thing is metaed up right now, and even the ground loot ones to me are just slapping. So I built one, and holy shit, it's slapping.
Yeah.
So I've been messing around with that, and then trying to get better, with the sniping. So I've been running around a lot with the FJX, or if I'm just feeling a little more close range because I know the homies are sniping too. And then I
Exactly.
run around with that. I run around with that tack eradicator just to try and level that up.
Yeah, the thing's pretty dirty.
Yeah, dude, that thing is, yeah, to say the least.
Yeah,
Um,
It's still up there with Top Guns,
it's
Tacky.
in my opinion,
the
yes.
the the tack eradicator
Wow.
is as far as the app says, it is a tier A, so it's not meta. It's
Oh
not
yeah.
meta right now. Um, I think that
Well, I
That's how
mean,
the
you,
TAC 56
you
was for a
I
long
think
time in
I
Warzone
think
too, and
the
like I was rocking that from start to finish.
yeah,
right. No, I think the what that oh I don't know, the Puget or
the Puliamat.
Pure Diod, or yeah, I think
Puliamat.
that's up. I think that's up in the meta right now.
Yeah.
Along with the
Well, I
the
mean,
cat AMR.
yeah, the sniper's still hitting, but like I can attest to the fact that their their fucking their fucking buffs and nerfs aren't really doing too much because like the Basby is still hitting like it always
Yeah,
has, and I still rock that with the cat as a backup. But there are some weapons that are coming to the forefront now that are like making their appearance known. Like the Ram 7 has really jumped to the forefront of the meta, and I can see why.
yep.
I was rocking it yesterday, and the thing is, I mean, even with iron sights, you're shooting so it's got such a fucking laser beam fucking recoil on it that you can pick people. I was picking people out of the sky while they were parachuting down with iron sights on an assault rifle. Like, it's yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that round's pretty dirty.
yeah. The Ram 7 and the new SMG, the HMR 9. Once you get it fully
Which I
upgraded,
haven't messed with that one
yeah,
yet.
once you get it fully leveled, you can get a 50 round drum on it, and the extended barrel makes the iron sights feel like the growl from Warzone 1. And so
Ooh,
yeah, it's a delight to use. The iron sights on that gun are fucking fantastic. So I've been rocking the shit out of that, and it does really good. It's got a really fast TTK as well.
dude, yeah, that AMR the AMR9 has been the TTK like a motherfucker, and you got like the integral suppressed, so you're getting a little bit more. I get a little bit more range out of it. I'm not one for iron sights. Well, I go in and out. Sometimes I do want them, sometimes I don't. But so I've just been running that slate reflector.
Yeah, see, it depends on the gun.
Good.
It entirely depends on the gun and the situation. Like,
Yeah.
I run iron sights on support weapons a lot, but it just depends on the gun. Like the BAS-B,
True.
I personally can't stand the iron sights on that gun, so I do put a slate reflector on it so I can fucking rock the slate reflector and not have to worry about that shit because it really irritates the piss out of me.
Right. Yeah, no, same thing. That being said, usually like my support rifle or my support weapon will either be pretty much a sniper or, and I'm not running, no. Not with the way I build them, because I do slow, right? Like I'm not sitting there quick scoping, so I don't want iron sights on those.
Yeah, I get you.
That are the LMGs, and I don't know. I really like the slate reflector on that tack eradicator. That tack eradicator has been tearing some shit up, and I don't even have it fully leveled.
For sure.
I run more snipers. I run more snipers than anything
For sure.
as backup. But no, the attack eradicator has been fun. I can't wait to fully upgrade it, start messing with it, because the fire rate on it screams an assault rifle, but the TTK screams a fucking LMG. So yeah, I'm stoked on that one.
Oh fuck yeah. No, I get that. I'll just, since we were talking about Warzone, I'll hop into what I've been playing a little bit real quick. Um, fucking, I did play Warzone, like I said, and I played multiplayer for a while so I could level up that SMG. And it's funny because, like, I, I don't know if it's because of the way they, like, do the matchmaking stuff for, like, if you've taken a break for a while. I don't know if that affects it, but I feel like every single time, without fail, that I will fucking take a break and then I come back, I feel like I'm doing so much better. Like, even after playing on a PlayStation 5 for as long as I have been and playing Paragon and playing other games, I like came back and it took me like a match or two of multiplayer and I was slapping kids around. I don't know. I was
Predecessor.
yeah, I was having a good time, and same thing
Skill
in
based.
Warzone. Like I dropped a 2 8-kill matches in a row in Warzone, which just for not playing Warzone for as long as I have and hopping back in, I felt pretty good about that. You know, I was hitting some pretty good shots. So I definitely like I want to play more Warzone, but it's disheartening at the same time sometimes because you do get those situations where you're just like, yeah, I don't feel like I should have lost that one, but fucking oh well at this point, you know.
Well, I think the real kicker to it, and why I've enjoyed it as much and as long as I have, despite the bitching, is so last episode I was doing my listen through, right? And last episode you talked about how you have decided that you're not going to take it as serious.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is that's helping.
Dude, that's how I play that game. Like I said, I do stupid shit where like because I have auto shoot pull turned off. Gets me in trouble more times than it saves my ass.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, I love having the ability to control when I pull my shoot all the way to the ground. And so we'll be dropping in, and it'll just be like, "Hey guys, you want to race?" And they're like, "No," and I'm like, Guess who wins?" And I'll just dive straight down, and bam, me.
Yeah.
Like we do it all the time. I have this fucking awesome clip. I'm trying to figure out kind of what layout I want to do with it, but because I break my legs all the time, we call that pulling the Steven. So Buddy Dogwater breaks his legs and he goes, "Oh fuck, Steven, I need help." So now I'm diving in on Vondo. I'm like, "What'd you do? Pull a Steven?" Pulled my chute too late. Wham! So did I. So as we're dying now, our trio member was literally hiding in a corner waiting for us. Like she was completely surrounded. So she was just guarding this corner waiting for us to pull them away, basically. And so then we went down.
Psych.
Dude, she's just like, "You guys are cunts."
Yeah.
Like, it was the most amazing thing ever.
And
So, like I said, that's just how I've always played it. So that's why I've always enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Kind of a little bit more.
So yeah, that's
in
just
that retrospect, but
yeah, that's kind of where I've decided I'm gonna be at with Warzone for now on, because it's so much shit that it stresses me out. Like, I would rather put that type of energy into Predecessor.
I can
Just
feel it.
yeah,
I can feel it.
it's just the game is like, I enjoy the team based nature of the game so much more. And there is like Kyle can attest to it as well. There's some definite toxic people, and there's a toxic nature amongst the MOBA
Oh yeah.
community. It's just the way it is. But there's there's toxicity like that in almost every aspect of
Absolutely.
gaming culture. But I don't know. It just playing Predecessor again made me like remember why I enjoyed Paragon so much. There's strategy to it. You have to be communicating. There's there's a lot more going on than what's happening with Warzone. Like, yeah, the same can be said. There's strategy and stuff for Warzone, but a lot of the time, like you drop, you get your fucking loadout, you look for people to kill. Like that's it. Like, at least
Right. Well, that
at least with Predecessor, you drop in, you got to figure out what pieces you're looking for. You got to look at the other team composition and see what characters they're having. And then you got to fit your items appropriately to, like, battle against any health regen or health stealing or fucking this and that, or it's just, there's so many different aspects to a match in Predecessor that can make it or break it, that it's really just, I don't know, it's caught my interest. And
dude, and
we've met some
go
pretty
ahead.
dope people. I have to say, just from like the cool people that do like pop out and help. Like last night when we were playing Predecessor, I got raided with 38 people. And
Jesus, dude,
yeah,
that's
dude,
awesome.
that's my biggest raid I've ever gotten. I got a raid of 38. And unfortunately, I didn't hold all of the viewers, but I did make a couple really awesome homies out of it. One dude on PlayStation, his name is The Only Blaxican, had me cracking up. Um, he's a really cool guy, support main. He was really badass last night. And yeah, there they are in my chat, actually. That's hilarious. You can see that if you're paying attention to the stream right now. Obey the pop papaya. He's the one who rated me with 38 last night. So that
That's fucking
yeah,
awesome.
so I got really distracted when that happened, because I was like trying to talk and trying to be a good stream host, but also trying to play this game which requires communication, and they're like going after Fangtooth. I'm over here laughing about it and shit. So it's a good night.
Yeah, we were giving him a hard time, but we knew.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
That's
But
amazing.
It's all fun.
Predecessor is just one of those games that it's a fucking, it's a so much. And they're gonna keep adding characters, and we got some more stuff to talk about it here in a little bit. We'll bring up after this some exciting news for those who didn't see it in the Discord. But the other games besides Warzone and Predecessor I've been playing is, I'm still grinding on Ghost of Tsushima, as I have free time and no one else is playing anything else. I'll grind that out. Um, I would say probably like halfway through the second part of the map. I've really taken my time, and like as soon as I've fucking found the first dueling circle with the fucking Straw Hat Ronin that are trying to kill me, the 6 blades of Kusanagi or whatever the fuck that guy's name was, I was like, oh, I'm gonna find all of you right now. We're all gonna fight. And so I fucking one by one slayed all 5 of those dudes, and then went and found Kusanagi and slayed him, and got the fucking badass Straw Hat outfit that's got like the fucking dope ass kimono with like the straw cape armor and
Nice.
the fucking wolf fur and shit, and it's got like a solid metal fucking straw hat. Well, what would be a straw hat, but it's like made out of metal and shit. It's badass as fuck. So I have that. I've just been collecting outfits and stuff, because I'm gonna beat this playthrough and then do God of War like I talk about all the time, and then I'm gonna do a new game plus eventually on my own time and just play it in the background when I'm like watching TV and stuff. I kind of got myself sucked into Black Clover over the last couple days on Funimation, but that's a story for a different time. But yeah, so I mean that's pretty much what I've been playing. Kyle, why don't we lastly hop in with
Yeah.
you?
So I'm kind of getting pissed off with Alan Wake a little bit, so I've been playing a lot of Predecessor.
Oh,
Um,
what's going on with
yeah.
Alan Wake, my friend?
Uh, we're just at like a weird point where like you have to go to the fucking hotel, and that's the whole thing. And easy enough, I got it. But like then you leave the hotel. I forget what you do for that, and then you have to go back to the hotel. And I'm like, oh my god, let's just fucking move on. And now I can't like find my way back up to what's his name? Zane. I can't find his room. And the only fucking way to get up there is to change one of the crime scenes to like a specific one. And then I can go up the stairs, but the stairs like there's not it doesn't lead to anything. It's blocked off. So I'm just really confused right now. Um but Predecessor has been amazing. I've been loving
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I probably just need a couple of days to think about Alan Wake, and I'll get back to it. But it's just frustrating right now.
Yeah,
Um,
Predecessor's been so fantastic, dude. Like, it's
really
just
has been.
yeah, it's been a nice like just from missing Paragon so much and seeing it in my PS4 library every time I went to download a game and having this is it's fantastic.
Even when you got rated, I had someone new in my chat, and got them on added up on Predecessor. So another new person to play with. So
Yeah.
uh, it's just been cool.
Yep. Oh,
Hell yeah.
that reminds me of something else I'll bring up and mention on this podcast a little bit later, but yeah, I've been trying to get as many people into Predecessor as I can. Just more people that know about it and play it, the better, in my opinion. Just because I want the devs to actually feel like it's worth it to keep working on the game. Like, I always wondered what happened to Paragon. I don't know the details behind it and whatever, but I just always felt like that game wasn't getting the attention it deserved, and
Definitely not.
yeah, exactly. So I hope more people learn about this game, and of course, the MOBA is this type of game is. I wouldn't call it necessarily 100% niche, but it kind of is. Like, not a lot of people
It's a
are.
little niche,
Yeah,
yeah.
not a lot of people are going out of their way to play this style of a game. Like, like I didn't.
Yeah,
It's just one of those
it's
things.
it's interesting to run across like a brand new player to MOBA in a MOBA. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like it's just like, oh, you're actually like new to the game. Okay.
Yeah, exactly,
Like, how'd you discover this?
exactly. I mean, I
But
feel like most of
uh,
the people playing Predecessor right now are people who played Paragon back in the day.
yeah, exactly. You're at least familiar with this or MOBAs in general. But
Hmm.
yeah, you're definitely a Paragon fan if you're playing this.
Yes, exactly. But sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're totally good. We could move into the Predecessor news.
Oh yeah, we'll just we'll
Ooh.
move right into that. The biggest announcement to make here for everybody who is playing and everybody who wants to get involved. This is what made me stoked. The devs announced that they are taking the PlayStation closed beta into phase 2 and essentially making it
Ooh.
a permanent fixture. So they're going to be updating the game tomorrow, actually, is when the update goes live.
Hmm.
They will be updating the game to essentially the point where the PC version is. And so we will be able to play this game for the foreseeable future until it's open beta and full release. We are here, we are in it. So
Yeah, it's
I'm
super good news.
yeah, super good news because we were all sitting here playing for this last couple days. Like I right before they announced that, I was sitting here wondering to myself, I was like, "Fuck, they're gonna take it away, and then how long
Here it
until
comes
we can
again.
play?" Yeah, how long until we get to play again? Like the I have it on my PC, so I can play it whenever I want, but I can't stream it from my PC and play at the same time because my PC is just not nice enough. It's not. So, um it's very, very nice to have it on the PlayStation 5. And it's kind of nostalgic because I played Paragon on the PS4, so it's a little nostalgic for me as well.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah. So no
But yeah,
complaints from this
super
guy.
good news.
Yeah, no complaints from
Yeah.
this guy. I just hope that like they continue this um amazing they've been doing such a great job of communicating with all of us and
Yeah, they have.
yeah, telling people what's going on with the game and um just filling people in, and I really want them to stick with that because I'm really enjoying the way they're doing it. So
Yeah, what their plans are, like what to expect. It's
yep.
really nice.
Yep. And then we also, the other big announcement is we have a new character coming in February.
Yeah.
Codename Emerald. That's all we know. Codename Emerald.
Yeah, they like quoted it as a deadly mid laner, so I'm guessing like a Gideon-ish type.
Yeah, I'm guessing a Gideon-ish type. Pretty stoked on that. Um, and apparently this is an original character. From what I understand.
Yeah, so what they're doing is an original and then a remake and then an original and then a remake, so they could just kind of alternating.
See, and I
So
like
after this
that.
one, the next one will be a Paragon
Okay.
guy that we haven't gotten. So
Okay.
honestly, I'm more excited for those.
Okay. Yeah.
The Paragon ones.
And I don't know, were you in the match last night when we were talking about the main differences between Overprime, Paragon, the Overprime, and Predecessor?
Yeah, a
So
little bit.
yeah, so I mean, essentially the games are about the same. And one of the new friends, one of the new homies, thinks that these games are catering to two different communities, which I can understand. With the main difference being, if you've played these types of games, you understand that your movement speed is your movement speed unless you get items to increase it. The main difference between this game and Overprime is that in Overprime they have a travel mode, so it's essentially like a sprint, so you can get around the map much, much faster. And from what I understand, it makes
Oh,
it
I missed that part.
yeah, from what I understand, it makes it possible for ganking to happen at like level 2.
Oh
Like
yeah, for sure.
you have the jungle and laners going to gank other laners at like level 2 because people can sprint across the map instead of just having that one movement speed that everybody starts with. So
It's an interesting aspect.
yeah, I don't know how I feel about it personally. Like the idea of playing as Wukong is appealing, but the idea of getting fucking ganked at level 2 by a jungler in my lane because he could sprint from one side of the map to the other sounds irritating.
Yeah, honestly, you're
Yeah,
just gonna die immediately.
exactly. So you're playing much more conservatively then, and I already have a hard time playing conservative as it is. So it's just one of those things. So I hope that we can I want to try it, but I feel like Predecessor
Yeah, I
is
would
going to
still
be
like
where
to
I
try
stick.
it.
Yeah, exactly. I'd still like to try it, but I feel like I was talking about this with homie Angel last night. I said I feel like because I started playing Predecessor, this is the one I'm going to end up sticking with because I started on
Yeah,
it. If that makes
yeah.
sense.
It just feels more like Paragon.
Mm-hmm.
And just from what we were talking about yesterday with the differences, uh, yeah, this is definitely like the one for us.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to be an a-hole at level 2, I mean, hey, go play Overprime. Because we had some people last night that were like ganking us like hella early.
Yep.
You know, it was like 4 in one lane at like level 8, and you're like, this is weird.
And that shit was pissing me off. That
Yeah,
shit.
and we just gotta stick to our game when that happens. And like
Mhm.
when that happened, like whoever's getting all the enemies, just play D, and then we'll just push the lanes, force them back. Because the first game we lost there when that happened, I abandoned my lane. I was playing as Gadget, my first time ever, so that was terrible. But you know, I
Well,
totally abandoned my lane to like help out, right? You know, because that's the idea. But like, no, just push your lane, get the towers, force them back.
I mean, it was chaos there for a second.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was just trying to get the feel with Gadget. It was just a bad call. She's not too great.
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Gadget either, personally, but
I can see her being really good. Like, I've played against really good gadgets, and they're annoying, but you just got to get used to her.
Exactly.
And another thing with the predecessor news is all the like affinity progress and all that stuff transfers over for those who are like still working on heroes and all that stuff. So you don't have to worry about losing any of that.
Yeah, that was something I was kind of worried about, and I was stoked that they addressed it so fast because I was like, don't you fucking do that to me.
Right, like all the shit you just purchased, now it's gone. So
Yeah,
it was
or
nice to know that like none of that's gonna happen.
all the characters we unlocked.
Yeah. And then no date, of course, but open beta was just quoted as later this year.
I hope they include Xbox in the open beta.
Honestly, I think at this rate you could.
They really need to. It would get more eyeballs
Yeah.
on the game.
Yeah. I think you could, you know, get 100,000 signups in 2 days just for PlayStation.
Yeah, and I
How
mean,
many Xbox users are in this game? You know what I mean? Like,
and speaking of signups, that's something else I wanted to bring out. I don't know how many codes that you've copped from that Discord, Kyle, but you can only get
only a few.
yeah, you can only do a max of 5. I found that out last night
Oh, okay.
because I fucking went to get one for Caesar last night and it fucking told me no. And so I invited Caesar to the Discord, got him in, and he got his own code that way.
Good, good. Well, at
Yeah.
least there's a way around it. Like,
Yeah, we can get
5
people.
per person, and that thing's at like 60, almost 70,000 members. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so, exactly. So at least we know that there's a way for us to get people in to Predecessor who really want to. And as long as you have Discord on your phone, it's very easy and possible to do.
Hmm.
I just have to say though, I miss your lady playing Discord or playing Predecessor with us. Tell her to get on the games.
I know. I want her to. Maybe I'll convince her today. We did a lot of stuff
Do it.
yesterday. We had to clean out her office because now she's going full time, you know, at Mesa. So
Okay.
yeah, so we just had to do a bunch of moving around and stuff. So I think
No
I can get
stress.
her on today.
No stress. Steven, we got to get you in on this game.
Yeah, man.
You know,
There it was. You know.
it's one of those things where it's just like, you know, I'm kind of on the outside, so it's like listening to it makes me jealous. And then it's just like, but I
No
don't know.
desire.
I just don't have a strong enough desire to really want it because I don't have the time to dedicate into it.
It's the same with
Like,
Lowe's.
I
He was
will
like,
literally
it
be,
looks cool, but like, no thanks.
I will literally be that level 1 noob for a while because I won't play it enough to.
Yeah, like get comfortable.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just one of those things.
Yeah, I get
Just
that.
because I haven't I mean, Chowder, you messaged me the other night, like, are you getting on? And every time I get one of those messages, it's like, oh my god, I want to. Even though it's like, you know, I had no plans to anything like that. But as soon as I get that message, it's like, oh, I want to. But then it's like, I'm in the middle of the show, and then the wife is of course kind of just like we've settled down and everything like that. So now it's like I'm not going to.
Oh, word.
Understandable, yeah.
Yeah,
Unless she starts doing her diamond painting. And it's like, oh, you're gonna be sitting at the table putting these little plastic thingies on this sticky paper for a while. All right, I'm going downstairs.
Dude, that shit's nuts.
Dude, yeah, she's doing her first one and she's doing like a really big one.
Oh man, yeah,
Like
those take a while.
I should have done a small one. The first night, dude, the first night she put like 7.5 hours in.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, it was nuts. And she had like one corner almost done, and then the bottom row, and then another flower in the middle. Yeah, and it's one titled Peonies, so it's got like 4 or 5 flowers that are like 6 different shades of pink.
Oh my god.
And then greens that are 6 different shades of. There's 30 colors.
Oh my
And
god, that's
really,
crazy, dude.
it's white, green, and pink.
Oh wow.
And then various little shades and tints, and it's nuts. I did like 5
Kudos
minutes.
to
I
anyone
did
who
like
does
5
those. Those
minutes,
are
and I was like,
nuts.
nope. My mom does them. So my mom does them, and then I got my daughter into them when she went to Montana for Christmas to New Year's, and then she came back, and then when my parents were in town last weekend, it was like, hey, like Michaela's like, I kind of want to try that. Mom was like, all right, let's go.
You're suckered in now.
Yeah, I know exactly. I mean, she has everything. She has all the trays because my mom's like, nope, you need these trays. It makes the bead sorting easier. I'm like, oh Jesus. So now we have all these trays, and yeah, it's turned into a hyper fixation. It's quite funny actually.
That's awesome. Well, yeah, dude. What I was gonna say, don't ever stress about not fucking. I just was trying to catch some people to play Warzone with, so
No,
like,
I know, and like I said, it was like
I
one
know
of
I
those.
wanted to.
I was like, oh man, I want to, but
yeah,
we
no,
just finished. Yeah, we just or we were on the last episode of Reacher. So we finished season 2 of Reacher, and then we started Ted, or we continued Ted. Dude, that show's hilarious, but we only have one episode left of that.
fuck yeah,
Yeah.
fuck yeah. Well, I mean, as for predecessor news, that's about as far as I got at the moment. So I don't really think there's too much other new stuff going on there. I mean, besides that big update that's gonna happen tomorrow, and it's gonna make the game kind of permanent.
I'm pumped.
Yeah, me too.
That's awesome. I mean, and that's exciting. I love hearing that shit for you guys, and dude, that's exciting. I like I said, I've never played a MOBA.
Yeah, they are a little different. They're a little
Right.
different.
Yeah.
So
My oldest brother is actually new to MOBAs, and he's, starting to get the hang of it a little bit more. I think he finally played offlane for the first time as my current favorite character, Greystone. So he was like, Kyle has been like banned as Greystone or whatever because he had like a good game. So I was like, oh fuck, now I gotta play someone else.
yeah, dude, I've been like, it's just I like all the different characters. Like, obviously, as you can tell from this gameplay, I've been really enjoying playing as Drongo. I got a couple builds down. The one from Fish really slaps. But this build I got from this dude that was watching me last night, I mean, if you hit right near late game, like I had 2 games yesterday where I broke double digit kills, and that's the first time I've done that. So like I don't know,
Nice.
I was slapping with that fucking build that he gave me. And now that I've like fucked around a little bit, I'm gonna go into a training thing later, into a practice, and I'm gonna fuck around with a couple different items for um him in particular, just because there's a couple things I want to try with Drongo. I have some good ideas on what I can do with his character now. And yeah, it makes, and the other thing is once you learn a character really good and you start to like, for anybody who's like looking at the game and like has no idea about it, I'm sure it can look intimidating. Like, there's a lot of different things, all the moves do specific things, and then you have items that all have different perks and different abilities and different attributes to them. And I'm sure it can be intimidating to look at, but if you sit down and look at the stuff, and then you choose a character and you really stick with it, and you start to learn how items affect them, it makes you understand the rest of the game, because I'm really starting to get a hold on certain things. So I'm pretty excited to play more and learn more. Because when I played Paragon back in the day, I don't feel like I didn't care as much about certain things. I used a lot of recommended items, and I still had good games, but it was not like, I was also like fucking 16 years old. Just
Exactly.
it,
Like I
it
didn't understand as much.
Exactly. So it's, having time and playing other MOBAs, even if they're not the same kind of MOBA, but playing other MOBAs has really helped as well. Like, I've spent a lot of time playing Smite. I've spent a lot of time playing League of Legends. Well, not a lot of time, but a decent amount of time playing League of Legends. I've never been super good at it, but I played it. Um,
Agreed.
yeah, exactly.
and
Uh,
same.
yeah. Um, Dota 2 as well. I have some experience in Dota as well. So, you know, personally, I think the characters in Dota are cooler than League of Legends. Sorry for the League nerds out there. Um,
Burn.
yeah, I like the way League plays better, but I think the characters in Dota are better. That's just me. Um, you know, it's yeah, these games are there's I like how many different versions of them there are, so there's just a little bit for everyone. Like Caesar and me were talking about that on stream last night. Um Fucking he played a little bit of Smite, but he just couldn't get into Smite because of how comic book cartoony it looked. And
Yep.
so he was really intrigued by this game and wanted to try it because of the fact of how it looked and how much better the graphics look. So, you know, I feel like I just like how they have a little bit of everything. And then they got don't they got that little mobile version of League on the phone as well? I forget what it's called. Um, but they have like a little mobile version of League of Legends for your phone that you can play. That's
Huh.
apparently pretty
That's
good.
dope.
Yeah, it's apparently pretty dope. And it is something I thought about downloading on my phone and trying to get some more people on the Discord to download because we all got free time at work, motherfucker. Don't act like we don't. I see how much we message in the goddamn messenger chat. So why not just get a game of fucking mobile league going real quick and see if we can bust one out in 20 minutes. No big deal. No big deal.
Hey, you don't know me in my work time.
Yeah, as we all message each other for 2 hours at a time at work.
Like straight.
Yeah, dude. So bad. As soon as I hear the
Whoops.
group chat going off in the morning, I'm like, fuck, I'm not getting nothing done today. But and then as the title says, let's talk about a little bit of the let's get into the Microsoft layoff news because that was kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
So Microsoft just, you know, I'm sure most people who are listening to this probably have heard, but if you haven't, I'm surprised. Microsoft, you know, finally finished their acquisition of ABK, Activision Blizzard King, and they I was expecting this to happen eventually because it was such a huge acquisition. I was like, there's no way they can keep um everybody for ABK working. But I did not expect them to lay off 1900 employees.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's
That's
wow.
nuts.
And it's not just Activision Blizzard people, it's Xbox employees as well. They laid off quite a few Xbox employees as well.
Yep.
Microsoft is, and this I'm reading this directly from The Verge. This was posted on my birthday, actually, funnily enough. Microsoft is laying off 1,900 employees at Activision Blizzard and Xbox this week, while Microsoft is primarily laying off roles at Activision Blizzard. Some Xbox and ZeniMax employees will also be impacted by the cuts. Oh, ZeniMax as well. Damn. The cuts work out to roughly 8% of the overall Microsoft gaming division. That stands at around 22,000 employees in total. So 8% of 22,000 employees. That's a fucking lot of people. Um, the Verge has obtained an internal memo from Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer that confirms the layoffs. It reads, it's been a little over 3 months since Activision Blizzard and King teams joined Microsoft. As we move forward in 2024, the leadership of Microsoft Gaming and Activision Blizzard is committed to aligning on a strategy and an execution plan with a sustainable cost structure that will support the whole of our growing business. Together, we've set priorities, identified areas of overlap, and ensured that we're all aligned to the best opportunities of growth. As part of this process, we have made the painful decision to reduce the size of our gaming workforce by approximately 1,900 roles out of the 22,000 people on our team. The gaming leadership team and I are committed to navigating this process as thoughtfully as possible. People who are directly impacted by these reductions will have all played an important part in the success of Activision, Blizzard, ZeniMax, and Xbox teams, and they should be proud of everything they've accomplished here. We are grateful for all the creativity, passion, and dedication they have brought to our games, our players, and our colleagues. We will provide our full support to those who are impacted during the transition, including severance benefits informed by local employment laws. Those whose roles will be impacted will be notified, and we ask that you please treat your departing colleagues with respect and compassion that is consistent with our values. Looking ahead, we'll continue to invest in areas that will grow our business and support our strategy of bringing more games to more players around the world. Although this is a difficult moment for our team, I'm as confident as ever in our ability to create and nurture the games, stories, worlds, and bring players together. What a bunch of nice words to say that you're all canned.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
it sucks, but like, this is
Nice
part
to
of.
know that they are getting like the severance and all that, but
Yeah,
like I'm sure some won't qualify for it. So it's like, what about those people?
yes, there's probably some that won't qualify. And, at the same time, like, you have to look at this from all angles. Yes, these layoffs are terrible. I'm not trying to defend them in any way. Well, I'm going to defend them a little bit. I'm going to play devil's advocate a little bit. But let me just say one.
Good host, that's why.
Yeah, let me just say one thing. I appreciate that. Thank you. As someone looking at it from a business side, they have 22,000 employees. Not all of them got to be doing something vital. I mean, let's talk about that
Right.
for a minute. There's 22,000 employees. There's going to be, out of that 22,000, you think there's not a single turd in there? Are you kidding me? That's the other thing. There's probably some people in there that are not meeting deadlines, not working,
Yep.
meeting standards, that kind of stuff, or who are on thin ice anyway. So they're just going to put them there into that group to get rid of them, which sucks. Yes, but that is how that works. And it's also business. They're making an 8% cut because they're trying to save some money in some places. It's how business works, unfortunately. Um, you know, not all of these people are going to be able to go find jobs again in this industry because this industry is incredibly hard to get a job in like that. But a lot of them will find success in other places. A lot of devs, a lot of these devs will go to other places and be successful in their own way. So, I wish them the best of luck, but I hope they understand, like, it's not like it's personal. They're just trying to, it's business. It sucks, but it's
no,
business.
absolutely. Yeah.
So, hopefully they all find work, and I hope that not too many people I hope people don't end up out on the street over it. But like, again, it is business, and that's unfortunately the way that shit works. But that was, that's big news coming right after oh, alongside the layoffs. Oh, I didn't see this part. Let me continue reading real quick. This is kind of big news, actually. Blizzard president Mike Ibarra has decided to leave the company after 20 years.
Holy shit.
He spent more
I
than
didn't know
20
that.
years at Microsoft, and then now he has seen the acquisition through as Blizzard's president. So he was Mike Ibarra was, with Microsoft for a long time, and then moved over to Blizzard, and now he's stepping down. So that's kind of big news.
The analytical
A lot of that's
conspiracy
kind of
theorist in me.
yeah. What?
Why do you leave a place after 20 years and then step down and decide you're going to leave after that place buys?
And there's a giant business acquisition, which is just what I was gonna say. Is like all that's to be expected: layoffs, change of higher ups,
Yeah.
executives.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like I said, analytical conspiracy theorist here.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it is.
I
I see where
I
you're
look
coming
for things
from.
under the surface.
I do
I look
see.
for things under the surface, whether it's there or not, I guess.
I do see where you're coming from, but I could also see Mike Ibarra just being like, I already spent 20 years at Microsoft. I respect what you guys are doing. I understand why you're buying the company, but I'm not trying to spend another 10 years here to retire. Like, I left Microsoft to find new stuff. I didn't want to come back to Microsoft. Like, I can understand that point of view. And when you're someone like Mikey Barra, it's not like the guy doesn't have options. Like, he could probably go anywhere he
right,
wanted.
yeah.
He's Mikey Barra, you know?
Right.
So,
Exactly.
you know, if I can see that point of view as well. Like, just him being like, I've spent enough time with Microsoft. I don't need to be here again. But
Exactly.
Plus
you
a
never,
different direction. So
you never know. Microsoft plans to name a new Blizzard president next week. So sometime this coming week. Alan
yeah, so they've already been prepping this guy for it.
Alan Adham, Blizzard's chief design officer, is also leaving the company. As one of Blizzard's co-founders, Alan has had a broad impact on all of Blizzard's games. His influence will be felt for years to come, both directly and indirectly, as Alan plans to continue mentoring young designers across the industry. So, wow, couple big higher ups.
Yeah.
Blizzard's previously announced survival game has also been canceled as part of these changes. Oh, Booty says Microsoft will be
No.
shifting. Oh, let me read this real quick, because I'm hoping this isn't the game I think it is. What game was just canceled? I need to know, because now I'm upset. If it's the one I think it is, I'm gonna be pretty upset.
Let's find out.
Blizzard Survival. Oh, it was like literally the top Google. Blizzard's survival game reportedly canceled over engine issues after 6 years of development. Blizzard's entertainment survival game, which it informally announced in 2022, so it doesn't even have a real name. They just keep calling it Blizzard's survival game. That's literally what they keep calling it.
What?
But it was in development for 6 years. They inadvertently announced it, and then they canceled it. Fucking Blizzard.
Where's...
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't even think about that. The layoffs come the same month. Riot Games, Google, Discord, Twitch, and Unity, and eBay, and others announce cuts. A lot of layoffs this month across the tech industry.
January.
Yeah, a lot of layoffs.
Yeah. Well, you've got, and it's the end of the month, so so you've had time for your accountants and everything to look at all the numbers and see where can they. Oh, it's fucking business.
Yeah, see who's not cutting the bacon.
Where can we trim some fat? Where can we get the good bacon at? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Business. That makes sense.
Shitty business, but business.
Yeah, shitty business. Now that being said, real quick.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
What you read the list of companies that the 1900 are coming from.
Oh no, the 1900 is just coming from that 1900 total is just coming from Microsoft, Activision, Blizzard, and ZeniMax. Just
That's
those
what I
three.
meant. That's Microsoft, Activision, Blizzard, and ZeniMax.
Well, ABK is technically one thing now. Like they're underneath
Right. But okay, so say you were to say those four teams, right? The Microsoft team, Activision team, Blizzard team, and ZeniMax team.
Well, you can't even call it a Microsoft. It's like the Xbox team consists of 35 studios. Like that's why I said when it's 22,000 people amongst those, you know.
Right. But anyways, what one do you not hear mentioned? I don't hear any mention about layoffs coming from King. Or from what would have been King Studios.
Yeah, but we
that
also
supports what you've always said.
Oh yeah, we also I mean, this has been something that's been talked about across the industry for a while. Is that Microsoft's big move was literally just to they bought Activision Blizzard King with the intention of getting a hold of King for mobile, and getting the added bonus of the IP and having Activision Blizzard underneath their belt. Like, it's going to do nothing but strengthen them. But they wanted King for that mobile infrastructure. And they for
Well, but I
sure,
mean,
yeah, they for sure aren't going to get rid of any of those people, because I'm sure they got them working on their cloud infrastructure as we speak. You know what I mean?
100%. 100%.
Kyle, is your audio okay? Uh-oh. No sound from Kyle still.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
My AirPods are like connecting and disconnecting.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to
Good
make sure.
time.
Okay, I just want to make sure. And then um the last thing I wanted to kind of touch on real quick. I haven't played it yet, but I keep feeling like I need to download it and try it. Everybody and their fucking mother is playing Pal World right now.
Dude,
Everybody.
I was just on looking at hashtags on Twitter, and
What was it?
Okay, so you know how I've always said if Nintendo ever decided to make a full-blown open world Pokemon, like a GTA style Pokemon game, that I would purchase a Nintendo console just to be able to play that. That it's almost what it looks like.
I
I mean,
mean,
it's an open world monster catching.
that's exactly what's happening.
It's just and I mean they don't look much different. There's one meant to emulate Gyarados, and he just looks like a little bit more of your classic dragon, but in that Gyarados form.
I mean, this game
So
has overtaken Baldur's
taken,
Gate. It has
yeah,
overtaken Baldur's Gate in numbers by a significant amount. Playing
Bro, it surpassed Counter-Strike in
yeah,
all-time plays. That's like unheard of.
yeah, all-time peak for Pal World on just the Steam charts is 2,101,000. The 24-hour peak is 2,100 or 2,095,000 269, and as of 3 minutes ago, there are 1,416,074 people playing on just Steam. Now,
That's fucking insane,
just
bro.
to put that in perspective, think about how many more people are playing it on Xbox because it's on Game Pass.
yeah.
The
Oh
game,
yeah, that's true.
yeah, the game
Because
is
it is Steam only right now, but yeah, that's right,
no,
Game Pass.
it's not Steam. Yeah, that those charts are Steam only, but it released on Game Pass day and date. Everybody downloaded that shit for free and started playing it. Even a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of my homies are playing it right now. So, matter of fact, let's laugh. I'm gonna look real quick at my friends list. One Pal World,
I get
two
the
Pal World,
Pokemon likeness, like 100%. There's definitely some like
three,
copy and paste there with like slight alterations, but honestly, it looks like
four,
it plays more like Fortnite than anything.
Yeah, I do see that
five.
element. I see
Honestly,
that
that's all
element.
I got from it was Fortnite. And I was like, look at this. It's like Fortnite, but like you're not shooting people to win a game. You're just collecting Pokemon.
I mean,
Five.
I'm looking at one clip right now where this guy just loaded what looks like a Piplup into a rocket launcher and blows up a village with it.
Yeah, the game is
Jesus.
the game is ridiculous. Five of my friends
It
are
looks
playing it.
interesting.
Yeah, like five of my friends are playing it right now. Matter of fact, one of my homies who plays games on PC mostly is online on his Xbox right now playing Pal World.
Because consoles are better.
uh,
I have to look real quick.
but yeah, Pal World is going nutty. So congrats to
Yeah,
that development team on a huge
Yeah,
success.
honestly.
Congrats.
I hope you
And
don't get
when you
sued, but you might.
Yeah, Nintendo's upset with you.
Oh yeah, they're definitely investigating.
Yeah, they're upset with you. I think it's funny, but they're upset with you. Nintendo's a bunch of fucking babies anyway, so whatever.
Yeah. There's
Well, you
definitely
know,
some likeness to
if
some of
they
those
would just
characters.
oh yeah,
Yeah, there is.
Like
Yeah.
it's so spot on. I'm like, bro, that's literally a Pokemon.
yeah. It is. It's great. But you know, if Nintendo would just branch out on some of their games and do something
Yeah,
different,
stop doing the same thing.
I mean,
then yeah,
if this
like
isn't,
I mean, I know they've
if
I get
this,
like Arceus was supposed to be fucking open world, but there's still that like linear story, and I don't know, I've wanted
keep it going,
something.
guys.
I've
I'll be right back.
wanted for sure. Oh, are you kidding me?
That's so funny. It's literally like copy and paste, dude. But
It,
it looks more like Fortnite than anything to me.
no, absolutely, absolutely, and it is not available on PlayStation. Fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's basically just like
Oh
Xbox
my
products,
God,
Microsoft products. I mean,
it's a Microsoft. Damn. Oh well, but
that's
no,
why
I mean,
I was like, I only saw it on Steam available. So I was like, wait, oh yeah, Game Pass is Xbox. So lucky
Yes.
dogs.
yeah,
Yes.
no kidding. Fuck.
Yeah, one day we'll be cool.
Xbox Xbox is getting it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're doing,
They
and
just
that's
have the leg up on some stuff for
well,
sure.
and well, I that's why, like, now that I own both, it makes me, I'm happy and I'm content. Like, I'm done, and I got my Switch right here that I'm staring at. I'm done with the whole fucking, like, yes, you can get all the shit on PC, even if some ways that you get the things are nefarious, but I prefer to play on a console. I like having a controller in my hand, and
Right.
I am really, really enjoying having access to all of these at the same time. Um, and just,
Yeah, and it's easier to just boot up and go.
yeah, like,
I don't have to
exactly.
wait 10 fucking minutes. And with my computer, it's like 30.
Yeah, I mean, my computer starts up pretty fast. My startup time is probably like, I would say it's less than 2 minutes from when I hit the button. It's good to go. My PC is pretty decent. I can play most games at 1080p, 60 frames, no problems. But I can't stream and do that at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So, but yeah, the fucking this I prefer a console. I always will prefer a console. Um, and I think there's always going to be a market for console, in my opinion. Of course, I do see more and more young people wanting PCs. I see that more often and more often.
No, I know, and I kind of was just thinking
It's a
about that.
good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But I was thinking about that. Like, it's kind of that same thing. I still every now and then look through CDs.
It
It's
is
almost
kind of
it's almost
it is kind of our generation.
yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? Like when growing up, man, my PC couldn't run for shit. They didn't have the technology in for PCs really to make it to where what we could do on a console. Like, and then of course tying up phone lines, and you had to have something different.
God, I
So
hated that.
yeah, tell me
I just
about
want
it.
to play games for an hour. Fuck. Pick up
Yeah,
the phone.
yeah. See, and I just never. Well, and I grew up right outside of Pinesdale, so I never really had internet.
Hell yeah, brother. I
You
feel
know,
that.
so
Didn't
you
get
know, I just
Some of
didn't
the city folk are like, "What's a Pinesdale?"
yeah,
didn't
right,
get
right.
didn't get internet until I was 15 years old, and we didn't get internet in the house till I was 15.
Yeah,
Um,
see, we had like the phone line internet, like came through the phone line
fuck, dude.
for dial up.
By the time I got an internet, I'd already owned an Xbox 360 and red ringed it before I got internet.
Jesus,
Yeah, dude.
I just never had it. I never had it, dude. I didn't play my first online game on a PlayStation till 2009 when I moved out to Spokane.
Yeah, my first online game experience was Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, the first one on Xbox 360.
Cool.
Mine was Halo Reach.
Okay, yeah. My first online experience was Call of Duty, and then all the homies were talking about Halo, and that was the second online experience. And I love Halo, but I will always love Call of Duty a little bit more just because I like the ADS.
Yeah.
I
But
guess I was blessed as the youngest because I had two older brothers who were, you know, a little techie nerds, gamers.
yes, yes.
So I had some internet growing up, but what was my first online game? Man, had to have been like a Call of Duty or Counter Strike for sure was up there. That's actually where I get a lot of my FPS like experience or love.
Yeah, like
Right.
I spent a lot of my time playing games like Grand Theft Auto, and one of my go-to favorite all-time favorite games is Destroy All Humans 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so
that's wicked.
I
matter of
love
fact,
that.
I do have both of those games on my Xbox, the remakes, and I have the Series X upgrade for Destroy All Humans 2, so it's like 4K textures, well, closer to
Right.
4K textures and
Right.
60 frames per second. It looks great. So I eventually am going to do a playthrough on Destroy All Humans cuz that game is just wacky
Can we
fun.
like speak like just like Alien? That game needs to come back. We need like a new Godzilla game too. Fully destructible cities and like
Oh yeah,
today's graphics,
the
bro.
fucking I remember those
Fuck.
back in the day on PS2. Me and the homie used to play those games for hours and fight each other just cuz it was so much fun to like have a fucking monster fight, you and your homie fighting each other inside of a city and just destroying
Yeah,
a whole ass city while you were fighting.
yeah, and there was like perks to some of the like they'd have like little what are those like power up stuff like inside the skyscraper, so you had like incentive to destroy stuff.
Yeah, and like I forget there was a couple different versions of those games, but the one I
Yeah,
remember
I don't
playing,
remember what I played.
yeah, the one I remember personally playing the most had Mecha Godzilla in it as well as normal Godzilla. There was like a couple different there's like all the different monsters you could be. It was such a fun game. I remember that. I
Yeah,
played the shit out of that. That's why
that and Destroy All Humans seem to come back for sure.
yeah, that's why I broke out the Switch cuz I'm trying to get it set up cuz I want to get like a Smash Bro stream set up and get like a whole bunch of people to do like an online Smash party.
That'd be sick.
Yeah,
That would be like,
and have a good old online Smash fight. And
We
like I've
we need
said,
to set a date for the DC and do like a Fall Guys or some shit.
yeah, I wish we could do a Smash Bros night because I would love to make all of you really upset with me with Minecraft Steve.
If I had like anything to do Mario Kart, I would.
Oh, dude, I would Mario Kart, Smash Bros, Mario Party.
Yeah,
Name me
whatever.
game, I'll smash you in it.
Probably.
Especially Smash
I
Bros.
haven't touched one of those in forever.
I haven't played
right.
Smash Bros against like a group of people in a while, and I would love to fucking. There's one person, well, only one of my friends that I know is gonna beat me every single time we fight, and it's my best friend Gage, and I hate it because he uses fucking Wii Fit Trainer to do it, and I hate it so much because it's just like this fucking all white avatar in fucking short shorts and a tight ass shirt fucking doing yoga poses and screaming, "Salute the sun," and kicking my ass. It is the most irritating shit in the world. I fucking every time. And Gage just cracks up about it because he'll just do this, "Salute the sun," and he shoots a fucking fireball at you and destroys you. It's so irritating.
That is amazing.
Yeah, no, it's
Absolutely amazing.
yeah, Gage is the one person that I don't like fighting because he's really fucking good at that game. Um but yeah, I want to get some community nights together for sure. I think that would be a hella good time. But as for Pow World stuff, like I said, I'm gonna try it. It's taking the world by storm. I gotta try it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna
So
have to let us know that one.
yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know for sure. I'll probably when I try it, I'll probably stream a good hour, 2 hour sesh of it just to give it a try, see what I think.
For sure.
I don't know what the plan is today. I'm hoping we're all gonna play Predecessor after the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. uh,
Yeah.
uh, well, as for gaming stuff, does anybody have any other stuff they want to bring up?
No, man. Predecessor was all I had.
Yeah, we're kind of obsessed, aren't we?
Yep. I love it, man.
Well, it's just so much more fun.
Yeah, it
I'm
really is.
like,
Even if you get stomped a couple of times, you're just like, whatever. We'll get the next one. Like, we're not a bad team. It's just shit happens.
exactly, dude. And you know, I have to say, like, it's it's one of those things where it's like I personally think that fucking that we could probably have a really good time if we sat and continued to try to play Call of Duty and, you know, tried to bust through it a little bit more. But my God, how much fucking torture do I have to put myself through to have a good time?
Exactly. I just don't want to. Tired of putting faith in Activision to still let me down.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it felt good yesterday, and I'm done taking it so serious. But you know, I'm still gonna play to win, but I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna take it personal no more. Like I need to quit doing that because I just get so fucking mad. I'm like, why do I suck?
Yeah, that was my that was my thing with
That
Alan Wake too. I was having a rough week, and then I was just like letting all the mind games and twists and turns and replays and everything get to me, and I'm just like, fuck, man, I can't handle this.
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes I feel the same way when I play Predecessor. I won't lie. Like when I start dying, or like when I start doing bad, I'm like, fuck, I'm dragging the whole team down. Like I instantly feel like shit.
Yeah, you can definitely feel it because you're just like, all right, now I'm just getting picked on by the other team because they know like I'm having it rough or am new to the character or whatever it is.
Yeah, dude. And that's the other thing. Sometimes when the other team decides they're gonna fucking come after you and pick on you, there ain't shit you can do.
Nope.
Like not a fucking thing you can do about it. And they will pick on you and they're coming for you. And it's just what it is.
Best thing to do is honestly just stay in your tower and just like run around and use blinks, whatever kind of dashes you have. Let them miss and die from the tower, hopefully.
Yeah. I'm definitely planning on making some clips from yesterday because I think I got a triple kill like two different times playing um
Nice.
as
We had like
Drongo.
17 kills one game, so yeah, I'm sure you had a couple of triple kills just
Yeah.
in that one.
Yeah, dude. Dude, that guy's build as Drongo was fucking. I'm slapping fools, and that's the thing, dude. Is I didn't realize how powerful those rad rounds of Drongos are if you use them right. So,
Oh yeah, dude. And
and
then he's got the stupid gas grenades that silence you for a second.
yeah,
So
and
dumb.
I found out that the rad rounds are one of the things that actually work on structures. You can use them on towers.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so good to know about Drongo. It's funny how I like was trying to play jungle and I ended up enjoying carry the most. It's
Just how
weird.
it goes sometimes.
Yeah, I know. I have weird characters. I never would have expected myself to be like, "Oh, Drongo's my favorite." Um, but you said you had a little bit of TV movie stuff to talk about.
Yeah, a couple things.
Yeah, let's hop into that.
So
ready.
two wonderful projects finished filming. Mortal Kombat 2 and Deadpool 3, both last week finished.
Ooh.
Nice.
And I think I mentioned it last pod, but Deadpool 3 will be showing during the Super Bowl, so get a little
Ooh.
teaser. And it's a first official like, hey, here's Deadpool 3. So
Speaking of Super Bowl stuff, I haven't been paying attention to football. Has that been decided yet, or are we still in playoffs?
So we're in
we're in the championship games.
championship games today. So it's the Lions, Niners, and the Chiefs, Ravens today,
Ooh.
and
Mm-hmm.
then 2 more Sundays will be the Super Bowl.
I would love to see the Lions get in there and get one, dude.
I am rooting for the Lions. Stafford is,
I'm with you on
or
that,
not
dude.
Stafford, but Goff is
Wait, who is
done.
it? Lions and who?
Lions, Niners.
Today, huh?
Yeah, yeah, definitely go Lions because I think they still have Shanahan at the Niners, so he can go fuck himself.
Go fuck himself.
He
Yeah,
cost the Falcons the Super Bowl. Never
I
forget.
never forget. Oh, okay. Just like Just like Seattle against the Pats when they're on like the 2-yard line. Like give it to the power horse and just walk it in, but let's go ahead and just shovel pass it and get intercepted on the 1-yard line. Like, okay.
Yeah, terrible idea.
And now Pete Carroll has
Chosen?
stepped down. Chosen, what is up, brother?
Hey, brother.
Yeah, there was another rumor that he was going to be leaving after we're stepping down, so you guys keep your eyes on that.
I know the last thing I saw on Pete Carroll was he was talking about, well, he was stepping down, but he was gonna stick around in like
that's what I thought.
An administrator. No, well, not an administrator, but a support role.
Yeah,
I don't think he was gonna be on a coaching
like
staff,
an advisor.
Yeah, I think that's the word I was looking for. So, but yeah, I haven't heard anything else past that. But no, I am pushing for Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions all the way at this point. Like,
I'd like to be an asshole and go for the other team, but yeah, go Lions, I guess.
Yeah, no, I don't want to see. I don't want to see the Niners.
It pains me enough to say go Lions, being a fucking cheesehead I am. All right.
I was gonna say being a Pack
All right. So believe me, it was hard enough for me to be like, all right, go Lions. I would love to see the Lions. I'd love to see the Lions get one though today. It would be cool. I think.
Dude, I'm hoping
they can get it for sure. I got my YouTube TV pulled up. I did a free month of YouTube TV so I could leech off of some of the benefits of having
there you
live
go.
TV. So I'm watching. Got multiple screens going right now down here, looking to see. It's all preseason stuff, game day morning. So nothing. It looks like not a lot of stuff is kicked off just yet. But I
know Rodgers got traded to the Jets. The Jets decided to be the HBO team this year, and Rodgers got hurt with a torn Achilles tendon on the first drive.
Yep, I know. And I kind of laughed. I was like, well, I guess karma could have just finished your contract, but you just had to leave, huh? You just had to go so bad.
No, and I was just like, oh, how fitting for getting the Hard Knocks contract for this season.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Like, because they always do preseason Hard Knocks with the team that finished dead last year.
But I think Jordan Love has potential.
It's kind of like, what?
I think Jordan Love has potential on the Packers. I think that guy has potential to be a decent quarterback. I think he just needs a bit more. I think he needs a bit more time.
I have no comment on what the Falcons can do because they're a fucking shit show.
Hey.
Get a new QB though.
Diz loves the Falcons as well. Dizzy is a Falcons fan, so no stress.
Try being a Raiders fan.
Hey man, listen, the Raiders might not have great winning seasons, whatever, but that fucking stadium they got in Vegas, whoo-wee.
Yeah,
they're definitely living good.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. I mean, that stadium is out of this world.
Yeah. Well, it's just stupid decisions from management always.
Yeah.
When it comes to them, but
how it goes.
But yeah, fucking. Anybody else got anything TV wise? Are you still going, Kyle?
Yeah, I got one more. John Boyega. I never watched him in Star Wars, and I haven't seen him in anything else, but he will be playing a young Eli in a Book of Eli prequel series.
Ooh, interesting.
That is going to be the weirdest transition. For me, that's going to be like watching. Yeah, that's for me. That's going to be like watching Thad Castle play Jack Reacher. because in Star Wars he plays Finn in the new trilogy, for those who may not know, and Finn is kind of a bobbly headed. He's the one stormtrooper who had an original thought and decided to run away, basically.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, and so he's just kind of, I don't know. I always thought of him kind of as an airhead, just kind of goes with it. Almost like the new Han Solo. He's just in it for the girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then to see him play a young Eli, like, yeah, that will be interesting.
Well, it's also going to be interesting because this takes 30 years before the immediate aftermath of the nuclear event. So we're going to see like all of that unfold. So
Ooh.
we get to see him in like his day-to-day life, and then it just turned to shit, and then become the badass that we know Denzel Washington to be.
Sick.
It's going to be sweet.
Yeah, so we're gonna see a whole transformation of Eli. So
I got one
should be
movie.
cool.
I got one movie thing I'd like to talk about that we talked about in party chat, but not on the fucking pod yet. Let's talk about
Let's hear
how
it.
fucking badass Conor McGregor looks as the villain in Roadhouse. Dude, that fucking movie trailer had me screaming for a second. I was like, no way, it's Conor McGregor? Like, I'm stoked.
That is amazing.
He looks like an unhinged.
It looks pretty good.
He looks like an unhinged little psycho, and I love it, dude. And also,
He is an unhinged little psycho.
he is so massive, like beefed out. Like, holy cow, that guy is thick now. Like, yeah, he's probably still on the shorter side, but like Conor McGregor is just beefed up compared to like watching his like clip when he knocked out Aldo. Like, looking at his body then, like, yeah, he's in great shape and he's fit and he's ripped, but like he beefed up. He beefed up a lot. His neck and his shoulders are so much thicker than they used to be. I was like, holy shit, dude. Like, it looks like he's on steroids a little bit.
He'll claim the Thad Castle treatment. Oh, I did it all naturally.
Yeah, well, he's fucking massive now, dude. And Jake Gyllenhaal as the main character,
Yes,
looking sick, dude. He looks ripped
dude.
as well.
Yes, I saw that.
He got huge for that role.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty stoked to watch that movie, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm a huge fan of the OG. Like, I showed that trailer to Tiffany and she goes, Roadhouse, isn't that like a older movie? And I go, oh, hell yeah.
Swayze, bro.
That's a Patrick Swayze original, dude. That's the
Right.
fucking, it's one of the first action movies I ever remember watching, dude. Fucking watching Patrick Swayze rip a guy's throat out in the river. Are you joking me? Yeah. He's a badass forever after that.
For real.
All right, so yeah, I cannot wait to watch that. I hope, I hope that they have some, callbacks to the original because they're obviously changing up the story. But I hope
I think we'll get a special appearance from someone.
I would love to get the special appearance from Sam Elliott.
Yeah, I think we'll get it from someone.
Yeah,
and I feel like a lot of these movies, you kind of have to do that. At least like one good nod to the original. You don't need to do like old jokes and stuff every 5 minutes, but like one good nod.
Like in the remake of 21 Jump when they brought in Depp and fucking killed him. It was amazing.
Yeah. So
just gonna say that.
They definitely need something like that, and I hope they use Sam Elliott as their callback because that guy's a legend. And
yes, he is.
Sam Elliott's role in the original Roadhouse was one of my favorites, even though they killed him off in a shitty way. One of my favorite roles of Sam Elliott. I thought he was such a badass. I loved his long ass fucking hippie hair, dude. I love that dude in that movie.
The hair he's still rocking?
Yeah, dude, I loved it. Well, no, he cut it recently, didn't he? Isn't he all short? Yeah, he's short.
Yeah. That's right. Now that I'm thinking of it, but I've seen some of his newer roles and he's got that Roadhouse hair.
Yeah, dude. Sam Elliott's. I love Sam Elliott, dude. That guy's voice is so. He's got like the Morgan Freeman voice. Like, I want that guy to narrate my life.
Iconic.
Yeah, some people would choose Morgan Freeman. I would choose Sam Elliott to narrate my life because that guy's voice is just. It's so.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, Kiefer. Oh yeah, him too. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. Those are both good ones.
Dude, that was 24 was one show that I remember me and my brother would binge watch. He would buy the DVD set and we would literally binge watch it.
24 is
such
excellent.
a good show.
Excellent TV, dude. I don't care what anybody says. 24 was so good. I love the premise and the way they did that show with like
the whole concept of like episodes an hour, like that's oh my god.
Yeah, like
I know it was so great.
It makes everything it made everything feel so much more high stakes in that show.
Yeah.
Like you could feel the
Everything
stress
mattered.
and you could feel the stress and the tension because each episode was
Oh, big
like
time.
a fucking hour of time that was so utterly important that it hurt.
It's like 24 hours, like all this crazy shit is happening. It
Yeah.
was so, it was so great.
Yeah, no, I got down on 24 as well because once you start and you realize what's happening and you realize like the time
Yeah,
frame, you're like, holy fuck, no way.
dude, putting that show on a streaming service was the greatest thing that show could have done for itself.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because once you push play the first time, I mean, you're sucked in for like an estimated 20 hours
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like 20 hours of fucking a season. So you're like sitting there for 20 hours, like, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Speaking of TV stuff, I'll just throw this in real quick. So like I mentioned earlier, I did start watching Black Clover, anime wise, just because I'm
Okay.
on a break from fucking uh fucking
What,
One Piece. Yeah, I've caught up to my dubbed in One Piece, and I can't watch anymore at this point. So like I have to wait for the next batch to come out. One Piece is in an excellent spot. We're still in the middle of the fight on Onigashima with Kaido and his crew, and the counterattack has begun. So, I know for a fact though I'm still like 30 episodes away before I see even anything close to the conclusion of this arc. So it's still gonna be at least another 6 months before I get to watch it. Like I could watch it all right now in sub, but I've watched this much of it in dub. I'm not gonna do that. And then quick little like just go over of what Black Clover is. Black if for those who don't know, Black Clover is about two boys who got left at a church in a very small village um in a magical realm essentially, and one of them has no magic power and the other one does, and they competed at 15 in this competition to get their grimoires, which are like these magic books, and so they're wizards, and both of them have the aspiration to become the Wizard King, which is like the most powerful wizard knight in the realm. And I'm at like episode 18 right now. It's starting to catch me a little bit. The fights are really a lot of fun to watch because it's all magic based. Except for the main character, Ashta. He doesn't have any magic ability at all, but he has a grimoire which gives him a sword which is anti-magic. It cancels out all magic. He can like slice through it, reflect it, all this other stuff. And he's like trained his body to become super strong. So he's like super fast and all this shit. So it's been really fun to watch. I'm really enjoying it so far. Um, it looks like we're getting set up for something big here pretty soon. They had their first encounter with the enemy kingdom, the Diamond Kingdom, and fought this dude that they like put in like a room with a bunch of other wizard kids, and they were like, all right, last one standing gets to move on to the next phase and gets training. And so they made all these kids kill each other.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, in this room.
Yeah.
And this one crazy kid was the last one standing, and the last person he killed was like, I'm not sure if it was his sister or his best friend, but either or, probably, I mean,
Damn.
it hurt the same, not gonna lie. And
Yeah.
he's just like he's breaking the rules of like the mage rules. Like from what I've understand, you can only have one type of magic. Each mage can only have one type of magic, and it's like air or wind, water, fire, and earth based. And he's using diamond.
All of it.
Yeah, he's using earth and fire right now. So the dude was like super confused, and yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on. So I'm guessing there's something big gonna be set up here pretty soon. I can kind of, after you watch enough anime, you get that feeling. I'm like,
They have the build up suspense.
yeah, something's coming. The build up's starting. Something's coming. So
Right.
I'm pretty excited for that. And then uh fucking Oda, the guy who made One Piece, just released another fucking like little like a prequel. And it's called Monsters. And it's a one-shot manga. It's like a quick little short story on the side, like kind of a prequel thing for One Piece, and um it's about Ryuma, who is the ancestor to Zoro, the guy who has three swords. Um
Okay.
and Ryuma is like one of the most powerful swordsmen that ever existed, and it's all about him. And I'm going to watch it once it's all dubbed as well. I'm just waiting to see. It's called Monsters 103 Mercies Dragon Damnation. So pretty excited to watch that because fucking I just love the worlds and the shit that Oda creates. Like I love all of that stuff, so I'm pretty excited to watch that. Um there's been some excellent I posted on Facebook all the time. I post clips on Facebook all the time, and I'll say it right now. If you're not watching One Piece, start watching One Piece. It's one of the greatest stories ever told, and I'll fucking scream that from the rooftops for my entire life. Like, my goodness, what a ride that show has been. I've watched every episode, even the fillers. Like, I just something about that show has got me, dude. So, it I can't recommend it enough. But yeah, now I'm done with TV stuff. That was my last little thing.
Yeah, eventually I'll get to starting it.
Yeah, it's a daunting start. It is. There's 1,000 episodes.
It
Like it's a
it it
daunting task.
it's like being an amateur mountain climber and looking at Mount Everest. You're like, I want to, but fuck, I don't know where to begin.
Yeah.
Step one just seems like
Episode
so
1.
far. Step one seems so far from the top.
Oh, you know what's funny is I find myself constantly like I look at like I have a couple different bookmarks on my phone because I've restarted One Piece like 3 or 4 times, and I'll get to like 350. Another time I got to like 750. Like I will let it play just endlessly in the background because I just like hearing the background. Like hearing it in the background. There's so much
There you
stuff,
go.
and I catch things that I've forgotten because there's, like I said, there's 1,000 episodes, so you just like
Yeah.
you're bound to forget a few details in there. Like that's just what it is.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I can't, like I said, I can't stop recommending it to everybody. I think it's one of the greatest stories ever told. I wish everybody would just see the joy. It's everything for me. It really is. Like it's up there. Like I love One Piece as much as, and this is a weird comparison, but as much as I love MASH. Like I watch MASH all the time. I will always love that TV show. It's one of my go-tos. Fucking Alan Alda is, I think, one of the greatest actors ever to be on TV or in movies. Um and I put the love of both of those shows right next to each other for me. Like I can watch either one of them and be content.
Damn.
I never get upset with any episode. Like just put on whatever one, I'll watch it.
I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. And that 70s show, same thing. Except oh no, not all of that 70s show. As soon as Eric leaves, you can stop watching that 70s show. As soon as Eric leaves, you can stop watching that show.
Yeah,
Take it from me.
that's my favorite sitcom ever. Like, but yeah, once Eric leaves, it's rough.
Yeah, it's the
That other guy's fucking weird.
Thank you. Thank you. That other guy is so fucking weird.
Everything he says just comes off really pervy, like,
Yep.
like extreme. And it's just weird. I don't like it.
He tried way too
Give
hard.
me a weird vibe.
He tried way too hard. All right, leave the naughty stuff to be said to Kelso and Fez. That's who they are, the ones who do all the funny naughty stuff. Leave it alone.
Yeah, they don't say it like a weird pedo.
Yeah, exactly.
That came off so pedophile-ish to me, man. Not a good vibe on that show.
And as much as I love Ashton Kutcher, I felt the same way in 2.5 Men when Ashton Kutcher took over for Charlie Sheen. It was like, yo, dude, you're really funny, but this isn't your role. This is not you.
This isn't for you.
Yeah, this is not for you. This is not for you. I can't believe that show went on as long as it did afterwards. Like I
Give him
just
a
with him.
participation trophy.
yeah, like I give him he tried. I give him that. He tried. But that show was not the same without Charlie Sheen being Charlie Sheen.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the best part about Charlie Sheen in that character. He didn't have to act.
Yeah, it was literally just himself.
Yeah, right.
Misogynist asshole.
Yeah, dude. And the fucking maid, I always forget her name. What her name is?
Berta?
Yeah, Berta. Jesus, she's the best, one of the best supporting characters of all TV, dude. I love her.
Yeah, she was
so
clutch. She just
much.
roasted him the whole time.
Dude, every day roasted him, dude. Every day.
He just puts up with it.
Yeah. Well, of course he
funny
puts up with
shit.
it because Berta's the type of bitch that, like, if you got a body in your house, she would help you dispose of it and just ask for a little, like, extra pay that
Like
day.
a bonus.
Yeah,
right.
and be done with it. Like, Berta's the fucking ride or die, all right? She's the ride or
she's
die.
clutch.
Don't mention it. Don't mention it. Just pay me.
Yeah, exactly. No, I loved the early parts of that show, too.
Yeah, great show early, for
Yep.
sure.
So, yeah, I totally... I get it. And you know, I have the same holdups about the new Roadhouse. I hope they don't change it to the point where it's not Roadhouse, but it's, you know what I mean? Like, they change it up a bit, but don't, like, completely fucking keep the same spirit in there. All right?
Yeah, don't copy and paste. Put your own little twist on it, but, like, you know, need to keep the same, like, premise.
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
you know, like, I give a shout out personally to the people who redid fucking God, what is the name, the movie with I can't remember the name of it right now. It's got Keanu Reeves and Gary Busey in it, and Patrick Swayze.
Oh, you're talking about Point Break.
Point Break, yeah, and they did that.
Yeah.
And they did
Yeah.
that remake. They changed it up quite a bit, but it kept that spirit in there of extreme adrenaline junkies doing bank robberies, doing ridiculous shit. And I thought I thought the remake was really cool, personally. I thought it was really cool.
I actually hadn't watched it, so it's good to hear.
I
love the OG.
Yeah, if you get a chance, watch it. The remake that I felt a little strange on, and I watched it, and I just still don't know how to feel about it to this day, is the Total Recall remake. I thought the CGI and some of the graphics were really cool. But I still don't know how I feel about it. They kept the three-titted, I think, if I remember correctly, they kept the three-titted chick. They did do that.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they did that little callback, which cracked me the fuck up. It cracked me the fuck up. I was like, good for you guys. At least you are smart enough to know. Like, keep your audience entertained. Like, make them laugh. The people who are excited to see that, they know.
That's with Colin Farrell, right?
I think so. The remake.
Yeah, it's not like new, but it's been out for a few years now.
It's been out for a while.
I think it's Colin Farrell. I didn't mind it, but yeah, it's hard to top like a movie that basically used real prosthetics and you know, gimmicks and stuff like that versus like today's world where it's just so heavily relied on CGI.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the special effects just don't hit the same, but I felt like they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, like the premise of the movie was cool. The CGI was cool. I like the idea of like that crazy elevator that went through the earth. Like that was fucking nutty, and it was cool. But it just wasn't the same for me because I mean, the scene at the end where they go outside of the fucking little fucking space station in the original Total Recall, and like their faces almost like fucking get all fucking imploded or whatever, and they're all starting to suck in and shit. Yeah, dude, like there's some things that you're never gonna be able to recreate that are just like, it's so cheesy and so bad that it's good. Like fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
like any of those like 80s horror or like action type films like Alien or even like Predator, it's not like a ton of special effects, but like there's some good shit in there that you just can't replace.
Yep.
Right.
Like,
I think a new Predator would be sick, like a remake, but like
And that's
it's just gonna be a CGI Predator.
No, absolutely. But that's why I enjoyed more so. I enjoyed the original trilogy when it came to Star Wars, right?
Mm-hmm.
The ones that started it all.
I think that's a generational thing as well.
I can agree. I can agree with, but I just loved it when I'm watching it. I can see the craftsmanship. Having owned, of course, the special editions because my dad was a huge Star Wars fan. Having been a young adult when it was releasing and everything like that. So but yeah, having seen the special effects or the special editions and seeing how everything was made, like. I see the craftsmanship, like when he's flying through the ditch, through the fucking trench, basically on the Death Star in the first one. Like knowing that that's all just fucking models, it just blows me away. The creativity and the sheer determination and respect for the craft.
Mm.
It's kind of the same way with. I've seen some of. There's a documentary out that was. It was basically. It was a documentary on the Band of Brothers miniseries, and it talks about Steven Spielberg and how he got his start into filmmaking and special effects. And he was talking about how he used to make these little short films with an old roll camera, basically, and they'd be war films where he'd have his buddy playing like a German pretending to shoot a gun. And then he had planks of wood set up in the dirt that when he would run, he would step on it and it would cause what looks like bullet impacts. Like
nice.
just seeing the way that they created the special effects to make these movies seem more real. I like the older movies for that.
Saving Private Ryan went through some pretty crazy lengths too to pull some of that off. It's insane with some of those older war movies, especially. Yeah, because like, how do you get to make it look like someone's being shot? Like the bullet impacts and stuff like that. Like, how do you get that to look real without?
Jaws
using a computer.
Or big shout out to Jaws for doing the same shit. Back in the day. But
absolutely.
I just wanted to brag.
It's just like the Megalodon. What is that? Meg 2 or 3 now? It's just a giant CGI shark. It's still cool, but like Jaws was something different, and it's just
animatronics are a dying art.
Yeah.
Dude, but they create such great, just like actual fear.
Visual effects,
it's like, holy shit, like that thing's actually moving. That's not some computer image. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Like, even though I know it's an animatronic puppet.
Yeah, like, it's a movie. Like, it's not going to actually kill the guy, but like...
right.
A little humble brag.
I don't know. There's just a nice art to it.
A little humble brag, Steven. I got the original Star Wars trilogy special edition on VHS before Disney touched it up, and with the original Anakin. Yep, with the original Anakin.
Yeah, dude, is that the one with the gold black pull apart box Vader?
Yes.
I had that one. Unfortunately, lost in the flood at my parents' property.
No,
dude, everything. I had micro machines, like
for.
Star Wars. I had like so you know how you have like the Polly Pockets, and they're like, you open something up and it's like the little minifigs with a scene.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they had those for Star Wars. So like I had Chewbacca's head, and when you opened it up, it was a battle on Endor, and you had like, it had a little spin part that you could make a one of those speed bikes spin around the forest, basically, and then you could flip something up, and the tree stump would get in the way, and the speed bike would crash. And dude, the Millennium Falcon came with the chess table, came with the hideaway floor. Dude, all great, all destroyed.
Okay, that can't be real. Dude, I typed it in, went on eBay. The first one on eBay, which is in worse condition than the one I have right now. This guy's asking $1,700.
Oh my god,
dude!
This guy's asking $1,700 on eBay. Here's another one for $12.
Jesus, dude!
In worse condition.
It makes it hard to like. Maybe I put it up.
For real.
Maybe get something I want.
I don't think he has any bids.
I wish I had a pop that was worth like some crazy price, but like my set's actually not worth much individually. Just as a whole, it sounds like a lot.
Okay, so here's some better ones. This one's in even better condition. VHS, all the movies are there in good condition, and it's only fucking $69.99. Still $70 though.
Okay.
Yeah, $70.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
those two jack wagons are just like, watch somebody fucking buy this for $1,600.
Let's get a diehard Star Wars collector.
yeah. You gotta know
That's
what
their
you gotta
target
compare
audience.
to other prices. You can't just throw it up.
Dude, there's another one on eBay for 15 Hondo.
That's crazy.
No.
Yeah,
Dude, I would do
dude.
like 500 and just see. It's like middle of the park at this rate.
500 and just see.
Yeah, for real.
Dude, 750. Get
Because
me
then
a
you
new
can buy
PC.
that one for 70, and then you're still up 430.
Do 750, and then I'll buy the other one and resell that one and get a new PC.
There you go. There you go.
There you go. Perfect.
I can't believe that. Okay, see, here's another one. Factory. Oh, this one's factory sealed on Bonanza for $17.81.
Okay, there's something weird with that. There's no way it's only $20.
It's factory sealed pirate edition.
Factory sealed.
Yeah, there's something weird
Gold
with that.
edition.
It
Has the stickers on it.
Oh, that's what it's saying.
Yeah,
free
it's
Star
exactly
Wars mini
porn
CPO
parody.
mini CPO action set.
Oh yeah,
C3PO
it's
action
alright.
set.
yeah.
I'm clicking on this
Yeah.
link. We're pulling it up.
Virus installed.
CPO is just a gold plug, dude. I'm telling you.
Bonanza. Bonanza's like an actual legit shopping thing.
I know. I was just
Wow.
teasing with the. There's no way that's only worth 20, but there's something weird with that version.
It's a plastic seal.
One. Yeah, he probably sealed it himself.
I was gonna say I can plastic seal.
It's got the OG stickers that are all scuffed up that look like they're old school as fuck.
I don't know, man. For $20, man, that's weird.
I know, dude.
It's the best steal, or like you're just buying like someone's porn, like homemade porn Star Wars movie.
You go stick it in the VHS to go watch it, or fucking open it and go watch it real quick just to make sure it is what it is, and it's fucking just like the fucking like part 1 of the R. Kelly clip or some shit on VHS. God. Yeah, dude.
Amazing. Amazing.
Good times.
Well,
this is the Clubcast.
Yeah, this was the Clubcast today. I was gonna say I don't think I got anything else really to bring up. I don't know about you guys.
No,
I got some harsh news about like Hockey Canada, but if you're in Discord, we can just touch up on it there. It's a hard right turn from where we were just at. So
whatever.
You guys want it?
Yeah,
this is a great part of the morning. Drink coffee, hanging with the boys.
Yeah, if you want to hit it, go for it.
All right. Well, hard right turn. 5 players were told to surrender to London police in connection to the 2018 World Juniors investigation. We had talked about this like pretty early on in the podcast. I think one of the first few episodes. For context, the pending charges come from an alleged sexual assault of a woman by several players. Allegedly, it was 8 players, I think, to start, but we've only come to 5 so far. This happened in a London hotel room. The allegations became public in April 2022. CEO Scott Smith since left. That was in October, same year. 2 months later, the Federation elected a new board of directors to serve a special 1-year term focused on making the changes necessary to improve the governance at Hockey Canada. Because it's more than just the sex scandal going on. They are just kind of treating everyone poorly behind closed doors. So whole change of how they operate is happening now still. So it's good news, but a lot of shit was happening prior to this.
See where it ends up.
Yeah. Investigation's still going, so we'll see. Players from the 2018 team were not allowed to participate at last year's IIHF World Championship team. Okay, so now more recently, coincidentally, 5 players in the NHL have recently stepped away for personal reasons or mental health reasons. And coincidentally, with that, the health reasons or the mental health reasons, this all happened, I believe, the same day or like a day before Bell Talk Day, which is focused on mental health awareness in Canada. That's kind of like what they celebrate there. I forget the ribbon that they wear, but you'll see it. So just kind of all like together, just a lot of irony.
Big
The
time.
players that stepped away were Alex Formenton, who's currently unsigned right now in the NHL but plays in the National League. Dylan Dubé of the Flames, Carter Hart of the Flyers, Michael McLeod and Cal Foote of the New Jersey Devils. On February 5th, so upcoming, London police will have a press conference to share more details. So not much more past this, but it's nice to know that the reporter Rick Westhead, who kind of uncovered all this, is still pushing for it.
Yeah, no
He's
kidding.
he's been the guy to uncover so much these last like several years. So honestly, good on him, and I hope more comes. We're still waiting for the Black Ace for the Chicago Blackhawks stuff to kind of settle.
Oh yeah, I
And
forgot about
hopefully that's the last of that shit. Um, so we'll see. But yeah, this one from the 2018 World Juniors is still ongoing. More to come, hopefully on the 5th. Hopefully these 5 players that have ironically and coincidentally all left for personal reasons at the same time that London police is asking for 5 players to surrender. It just seems like they just kind of pointed themselves out to the world. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's all we got for now.
little
Damn, that's crazy.
fishy.
Yeah, just like the
Mhm.
timing couldn't be worse for those players that actually do that. If like, I hope that's not. I don't know. I don't hope that they're undergoing like some actual mental health problems, but to step away at the same time that that's happening just seems weird.
Yeah, big time.
And then we can make a hard right turn. I did save this. So some lighter news. WWE Raw is coming to Netflix January 2025, and they signed a deal worth $5 billion.
Jesus.
Yeah, massive deal. I don't know how long the deal was, but they're obviously looking to make profit from that. So we'll see what kind of events they air, or whatever the case may be. So kind of cool. Good news for sports, honestly.
It sounds like Netflix is going to be having some live things on their
Yep,
Yeah,
that was
streaming
my
that's
thought.
what
soon.
it sounds like.
And Max did the free sports for basically like a month and a half or 2 months right before the new calendar year. So I think now you have to pay for it, but just good step for sports in the right direction. I know as a hockey fan, a lot of the games that I want to watch get blacked out for literally no reason at all, because it's 2024. Internet is literally accessible anywhere. Why am I blacked out?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like
Money.
local region contracts and stuff. So like some of that needs to change, but a lot of it's the NHL as well.
Yeah. Big facts. I think I don't know. I know one of the streaming services I have, I usually see hockey games on. I want to say Paramount.
I know Hulu does live TV, so you can watch some hockey
Yeah.
games on there.
Yeah, but
You're probably right with Paramount. Like there's some now, but like watching a Leafs game, if they're in Colorado or in Vegas, like they're just blacked out. It's no matter what, they're just blacked out.
oh
So it's weird.
no, yeah.
It just shouldn't exist. Like they're literally like 10 hours away from me. I could drive there right now and watch the game. You know what I mean? Like just stupid. Um, None of that should exist in today's world in my eyes. Like I should be able to watch any game that I want, any country that's playing. Like I should be able to watch European hockey at any time. It seems
No,
wild to me that
absolutely.
it's like blacked out or blocked in some way. And like there's some metal artists that I love. that actually don't have music available in the States on Spotify, but it's available if you live in like Europe because of like labeling
It's so stupid.
VPN.
rights and stuff like that.
It's like the same thing with Netflix. Netflix's UK selection is different from America's.
Yeah, it's just interesting how like some of that works, but like I don't know. I feel like as a hockey fan, we're just kind of we get the shaft a lot, and I feel like NFL fans and NBA fans don't really have to go through all this shit.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
The whole Peacock thing with the NFL though, with like that championship game or whatever it was, that's bullshit.
No, I agree with you there.
I'll side with you on that. That was fucked.
I 100% agree with you on that one.
Yeah,
I don't watch a lot of sports. I just like I have my ways that I watch UFC fights on the weekends, and that's about it.
I think you're right, Chosen. I think I have seen it on Prime. Like you'll get games intermittently, but it's not like a consistent flow. Like I only watch the Leafs, so like when I had ESPN Plus, but like I literally am able to watch half the games, maybe like 40 a year. It's not worth it to me.
That sucks.
And then like playoffs come, and it's just like you have to do a whole new service. Like I got to go to Hulu or some weird shit. Like they don't even air playoff games. It's so bad.
It's all money, man.
Yeah.
Well, I think anybody else got anything they want to bring up before we wrap this up?
Oh,
No,
man,
I think that's it for me.
I'm good.
Word. Well, I think we'll wrap it up right here. So I can get this puppy started on the upload side. I appreciate those who hopped in and who have been hanging out and lurking. It's been a nice lazy Sunday today, so appreciate y'all.
For real.
I won't be streaming after this, but I will be in Kyle's PlayStation chat, Discord chat, wherever he ends up playing Predecessor with the boys as soon as I am able to, and as soon as this is done uploading.
Right. I know I gotta go do a pickup, and then my wife's new business edition should be getting in today. So
nice.
Hopefully we'll have that squared away.
Nice. All right. Well, as usual, please like, follow, subscribe, share it with your friends. Tell them about us. Tell them about the Demons Club. Tell them about the Discord. It's a great place to come hang out. We got tons of different channels and lots of people who are interested in lots of different things. Yeah. And
big time.
Definitely hop into the streams when you see them. Check out all of the creators. I'll make sure, like usual, to have links down below. Appreciate everybody coming. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys later.
Bye, y'all. Love y'all.